Thank you. No, I'm just playing. Okay, today's Friday. I want to thank everybody for giving thoughts for my son. He's doing much better. He had 4 shots. Good thing we caught it fast. He doesn't really recover fast as other children because he's born with a low immune system, even though he's a big boy. But there's some things I want to just discuss today real quick. I'm going to go live streaming tonight. I think it's going to be 8 o'clock Eastern time. So today I woke up and a situation took place with a YouTuber who asking me, what's going on with kid behind the camera confronting you. Well, as you can see, kid behind the camera has not confronted me. I haven't seen any videos out today. However, I did stay up late last night, like I said, because I was at the hospital, and I noticed that a certain YouTuber likes to live stream, and wow, it just blew my mind. A lot of times we don't take in consideration what this platform can do for you. It could either take you to places that you're never going to go to, or it could take you to places that you don't never want to see. So with that said, I want to thank Sprig's Corner. I heard your live stream last night for always. He doesn't always defend me neither. Let me tell you that right now. We might not go live when he's telling me I screwed up, but trust and believe, he does tell me both sides of the coin. I'm not going to give this certain YouTuber out there on the West Coast any kind of recognition, but I thank you for removing the videos and changing your name. Maybe it's time for you to move on, because on this drama tier, you're not ready for this. You're really not. You can get all the codes you want to, all the sanctions you want to, all the things the government's doing, but we can't do anything about it. So why beat yourself over it? And you're stirring a lot of shit, and they all say if you stir shit, it stinks. I went to the store today to get my dad some milk. As I was pulling in the neighborhood, I seen a young lady getting punched in the head through a door. Now, a lot of times when that was happening to me, a lot of people like to close their door and act like they didn't see it. So many times that's happened to me that I stopped my car and I rolled down the window and I said, "Hey, he's in there hitting her." And another young boy said, "No." And I heard her saying, "Get off of me, get off of me." So everybody knows with domestic violence, you have to touch base with them very easily, because it could come back on you, and they can make up and love each other next day and then come do something to your family or do something to your property. So I went to the office and walked in the door. She said, "Tina, what's wrong?" And I said, "You need to get up there to so-and-so because I see a man beating on a woman." She said, "Oh, I'll handle it." I said, "Well, you need to, because if not, I'm going to go up there. And I'm not feeling good, but it doesn't matter. You just don't do that, man. Come on." So my dad went up there to go look, and apparently everybody had ran because they knew I was going to call the police, but it doesn't matter. What I'm saying to you, to everybody, if you guys see a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, either or, beating on somebody, call somebody, get them help. You might just save somebody's life. Stop worrying about being nosy. How you nosy? You're on a public street riding by. They got a wide open door. They just got out of their vehicle walking up there, and he's grabbing her, punching her in the back of the head. She flies into the house. A lot of people always said, well, it's not my problem, it's not my business, but it is your problem, and you need to make it your business, especially if you see it. If you don't see it, I think there should be laws made up that if you seen something like that and you didn't report it, and later on they went and picked up a person who was injured or maybe even dead, then you should be charged with a crime too, because you're just as bad for not reporting it. With that said, I'm going to move on to another subject here. You guys have helped a young man so much, and to see y'all get used and abused, I stayed up last night and I watched it go on, and to be made a mockery of, that wasn't going to happen. I couldn't let that happen. There was just racism going on in there. Y'all just got to consider who you guys trust and who you want to sponsor and who you want to give your life savings to. Listen, everybody has a way to make money. Good or bad or indifferent, you should never have to sit there every single day and take these people's hard-earned money, and then you're getting high and drunk or whatever you're doing, and then you're getting on there and showing these people. You guys are getting double slapped in the face, but hey, do you, but don't crucify the rest of us when we make mistakes. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm getting sick. My chest is hurting, but I'm going to go live stream tonight because I got to keep myself relevant in this world somehow. So today, I was thinking about, why is everybody so worried about what I'm doing? And Redneck, I thank you, sir. I'm glad that situation's caught up, because I always gave you respect, because I knew that you didn't intentionally mean to do it. And that's why I made it anonymous. And then it just seemed like that wasn't good enough. And it was somebody from your own family coming out there saying, oh, no, he didn't take it from her. He loaned it to her because he felt sorry for her. Listen, I left it anonymous, but I also gave you credit for being more man than anybody on that tier at that time. But I thank you for clearing that up. Another thing, too, I'm glad you cleared up that other situation. I did say that repetitively, and I hear it every day when they're live streaming. They keep bringing up something that I made sure to say at the end of my live stream, and you're correct. I did say that. Do not go back and say this, because I'm not saying it. So, the other thing, too, I met AGP first, okay? Let's get that straight. My knowledge, I met AGP first, and we had a riff at the pool over here. I seen his daughter up there with the kids a couple times. She kept saying her daddy was in grandpa. I didn't think nothing of it. My son kept saying, look at this crazy man beating on pumpkins. Didn't think nothing of it. One until me and him had an altercation. And then I guess everything else fell in place. But no, I met in grandpa first to my knowledge. No, I should know, right? AGP, you rest in peace, my friend, and I'm not going to let anybody tear that channel down. Nobody. And I dang on sure is going to do the best I can. All y'all keep saying, sit down and talk about it. Talk about what? We haven't even, I don't understand why everybody's getting upset. And you guys keep saying my window's not broke. It's broke from the inside out. Are you crazy? That is a hurricane window, tornado window. All of us have to have down here in the South. That window costs a lot of money, almost $500 to replace. And then I got death threats yesterday. I got people saying that they know where I live. They're going to hit me upside the head with a shovel. Then they made fun of the story I said about being abused. They said I need to be dead. Enough. If you don't have nothing nice to say, please don't say nothing at all, because I'm not going to let you just keep on doing it. And it's hard to ignore when you got 3 million people, coming after you. But anyways, I got a card in the mail today from, let me see, Lane. I kept his card right here. Okay. Got it right here. Let's see. Ethan. I think it says, Ethan. Yeah, Ethan. There it is, right there. Beautiful card. It said, Dear Tina, I started watching you and Angry Grandpa in 2014, and I quickly became a fan. I loved watching the two of you together. Your videos made me happy when I was having a bad day. Now that Angry Grandpa is gone, the only thing that makes me feel better is that you're still around. Thank you for making me smile. You're #1 fan. And you know what? That means a lot. With all the grief I get on a regular basis, that really means a lot to me. Thank you. And I'll send you a card back that came from Cross, Texas, and I appreciate that. And I think that's a lot of problem too, is nobody ever knew I don't think I knew my self-worth, and I don't think a lot of people gave me credit where credit was due, and that's okay. I'm good with that. Another thing too, I'm going to ask everybody to stop leaving messages that are not appropriate on Country Carter's channel. I babysit his little girl. I watch his son. It's terrible that we had to get into a big rift today because his wife just doesn't want to see her husband be tore down. And as you love somebody, you really don't want to see it. But like I said before, you take the good, you take the bad, you take the indifferent, but a lot of people can't take it. You have to be a strong person to take the grief that is sometimes given to you on YouTube. But at the same time, you get a lot of love too. And I'm just glad I earned it the right way, and with the love part. Because it's easy to just shut the door or shut off the computer and take down your channel. And a lot of people are questioning, well, this channel was made in whatever it was made. I can't remember the date that they gave last night, but you're right, it was. This channel was made a long time ago, before I even left the Angry Grandpa show, when Mr. Dylan for the Wind was making comments about me and making his little videos about Tina off the Angry Grandpa show and trying to expose me and things like that. And I made the channel real fast one morning just to make a video back to him. As he played it on his videos, I think he's gone now. I don't know if any of his videos are up. I made this channel then. That's how many years ago it was. And I never used it because I was told by the show that I came from that they would handle that situation, take down the video. Took down the video, but I didn't take down the channel. So that's why it was out a long time ago. Not because I'm a troll. I haven't been out here all that time, so save your drama. Let's get that out. Let's get that out of the way right now. I also stumbled on a situation last night. I thank you, Bree. Y'all know her, Tattoo Bunny, because her boyfriend figured out that my channel was being used by IP address out of Virginia, I think it was. Anyways, you know, you guys gone to another whole level. Now I have security on my phone. It has an antivirus protector, and it has a high security band on it where I pay a certain amount of money and they check to see if anybody's using any kind of hacking system to get into my IP addresses. And that's terrible. I'm not that big of a big YouTuber, have lots of money, have gold hidden in my ass, or have like big dollars in my drawers. So I really think that's pathetic that y'all did that. You know, a lot of times we start fights on these YouTube channels, and it's fun to go in these live streams and break bad, but we got to remember one important thing. If you give it, you take it. You take it, you give it. And that's all there is to it. And I don't know what I'm going to do when I get into the situation of being confronted. I do not know. Everybody's been asking me that all day. I don't feel good. You guys realize we're on a Z-Pack, we're on steroids, prednisone, that's steroid, we got Mucinex, we got amoxicillin, we got naproxen, we got all kinds of stuff down here because we've been sick. And all I want to do is rest with my son. My son means the world to me. That's all I have in this world, and I really wish that sometimes you would take in consideration when you call me filthy names. My son does go on YouTube, and he does look at some of the old channels, and he does like watching Kid Behind the Camera. He's been a big part of that family. He's only 13. Go back and look. He was 6 when he was on there, his first video. And yeah, he's grown up to be a great young man. I appreciate all the compliments, but at the same time, I don't think he likes to see his mom be talked about like that, but he also knows his mom will not give up. And that's what I've always told him. It was easy to give up when he was little, and I used to say, you got to get him special shoes. His legs are not going to grow. He's going to be handicapped. He's not going to be what you think. And I said, he was chosen for me. God gave him to me for a reason. I don't care if he's born at 2 pounds and 1 ounce with no prenatal care, and he is perfect. He has nothing but a learning disability, and he has a difficulty with separation anxiety. Yes, he has high anxiety. Well, I don't go to the bathroom without him yelling, "Mom, where are you?" But you know what? I'm going to miss that one day. So let me enjoy that, you guys. And why can't more people just sit down and look at what you're watching? Just don't automatically assume. I said the N-word, I think, one time. I don't know where I was, and I put the A on the end of it, and people crucified me. But that's where I grew up around here where I could say that, or I grew up around the people that I hang out with. It's slang. It's not appropriate for most people because it offends them, but it doesn't offend the people I'm around, but it offended you guys enough to make a big deal out of it. Well, I noticed last night that a certain YouTuber had one in his video laughing, hee-hawing, grabbing bunkies and all kind of stuff, talking to women, talking about doing all that. Listen, you're using your platform for the wrong thing. That is not vlogging. That's using people, manipulating, and using this platform for the benefit only you. And I'm with that other person that says, let me see what we paid for. Is this what we paid for? Listen, y'all got to stop closing your eyes. Open them up, because I opened mine real wide. And I guarantee you, I know where it went to. It's not cool to do stuff like that to people. Please, you guys, stop using and abusing people. And if you got a background, and you got bankruptcies, and you got discrepancies, poor credit scores, whatever, stop putting other people's shit out there, because guess what? We're going to find yours too. Yeah, it's all fun and games when it wasn't you, but now it's not so funny, is it? And stop with this strike word. It's used too much, and it's too easy to do, but it's not at the same time. You just got to make sure that the person you're striking them for the right reason. Stop being so vindictive. I did not see that video that was made the other night about a snake in the grass. I never got to see it. It was gone before I woke up. But now that I realize it, somebody else must have seen it and realized that boundaries were crossed. So, hey, we take it, we go with it. But I'll be on myself, 8 o'clock, and we can talk about whatever you want to talk about with a certain criteria, though. Don't run back and cry if I give you the answers that you don't like. Anybody wants to write me, my address is on my channel. And oh, Henry, Miss Tina's gonna send you out something else. You got your shoes. I want to see a picture with you in your shoes now, boy. And Bree Bunny, I thank you. Kara, I thank you. Another thing, I'm gonna bring this up, and I don't care who likes it. Listen good what I'm saying to you. The person that's using Flatline and thinks you're getting private information, you're out your rabbit ass mind. To use a woman that's been through what she has and use her emotions, well, that's not a good thing. Especially when I come from the same background. I know a lot of these women are beautiful on here. And you silly ass men telling them all these great, wonderful things they want to hear. But you women have to ask a question. Why would a good man with a good soul, with a great job, be on YouTube all day? Because it ain't happening, Captain. This is not a dating website. Y'all can go to POF, which is plentyoffish.com. You go to some of the other ones and find you a woman or man. What's wrong? YouTube is not a dating game, man. That's how people get their feelings hurt. If you got a crush, well, grow up. This is not preschool. Go look at the channel. Go look at your channels and see what the age groups that are watching you and put your content appropriate for that age group. And the young lady that called me on the phone and pretended she was the manager at the office. She wanted to know what the ruckus was going on over here last week. And then she impersonated the people at the office and told me it was my mama. My mama's been passed away for 19 years, and that wasn't cool. And then she come back and said, well, I'm just your fan. Well, you know what? That's a bad way to want to talk to somebody. Nobody likes anybody impersonating anybody. That's against the law. And I understand that you're young, but listen, this is not that channel. I understand what channel that you're talking about, and that was what the people that watch them are. That's their age group that watches them. I hope, and I do know, most of mine are adults. That way I make it appropriate for adults. But if they're not, then I do puppet shows, because they're children. That's what I had to learn on YouTube. And not everybody's your friend. Everybody's looking for that big story. Well, here's the big story for you. For now on, don't use my name unless you ask me, please. Do not use my voice messages unless you ask me, or I'm going to strike. And don't use none of my stuff unless you pay me. Because I wouldn't do that to nobody. And since I'm so important to y'all that you need the big story and you're willing to do anything, break my windows, come to my house without my permission, and all this other shit, then you need to pay me. All there is to it. But apparently my story is real important to you. So we'll get to it later on. I'll see y'all 8 o'clock. Tina Downs Live. Be there or be square. And thank you so much for the card. I appreciate you. I respect it. And I will be here for you. You know what? And if you want to, reach out to me on Messenger. And I'll talk to you if you need be. And I told everybody that I could, that if I could do anything for them now that AGP's gone, especially as young as I will. But one thing I don't want you guys to do is ever attack anybody. That's one thing he did. He called all you guys off of me, and I remember reading that tweet, and he said, thank you to my youngins and to my army for all the respect and things you did for our family. But Tina has made her bed, and now she may lie in it. But that's enough. And he called you guys off, and you know what? Why are you coming back out? Threatening me with shovels, threatening my place to live. You know, he wouldn't want this. If he did, he would have said it. And he wouldn't have printed it. He's gone. But let's let him live on to a better future than what he had, because he wouldn't want this. I don't think he would. I really don't, and especially with everything else that's going on. I don't think he would, but we're gonna do the best we can to get through this. And I'll see you guys tonight at 8 o'clock. And as always, deuces, bitches. Have a good one.